my doctor, my wife is suffering with severe leg cramps and in the lower muscle of the calf and also in the back of the leg. And it seems to persist every single night. And she wakes up numerous times in some severe pain.
Okay. Now,
her doctor has prescribed a medication for her called PRAMIPEXO.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, here's the issue, Bob. Okay, she doesn't have let's say a congenital lack of anything in particular, but what does happen? Okay, it's not a receptor issue, it's not a vascular issue necessarily, and it's not restless leg syndrome, for God's sake. Okay, so the medication choice isn't really probably what she's going to need. But very, very commonly, people will develop magnesium deficiency, which manifests precisely like this. She's going to wake up in the middle of the night, her calves are going to go into spasm, her toes are going to pull down, she's going to want to stand up to stretch those muscles out in order for this to feel any better at all. So let me ask you a question. Is she taking any diuretic, any fluid pill? Anything?
Yes.
Okay, now that predisposes to this. The fact that we live in Florida doesn't help it either, because she is going to perspire out a good bit of magnesium as well. The fix on this is very easy, very inexpensive, but you have to do it exactly right. You start her on what's called a chelated magnesium capsule. Okay, the chelate that you're using is going to be called magnesium malate. You can get by with magnesium taurate. You can get by with magnesium glycinate or gluconate. But it's got to be one combination that has this. No magnesium oxide, no magnesium carbonate. That stuff is garbage, does not get absorbed, and it's useless. And you start off with 300 milligrams of the chelate at bedtime. You take 2 capsules because typically each one contains between 100 and 150 milligrams. And she's going to start feeling better in 2 or 3 days. Then what you do, if everything else is doing okay, you can take another capsule or 2 during the day, and that will replenish the magnesium that's depleted. Magnesium deficiency is the single most prevalent, it is the single most common, and is probably the least expensive nutrient deficiency that we have. Okay, and that's precisely what's bothering her. Now, what does it take to do this? About $8 a month. So, Bob, chelated magnesium, that just simply means an organic salt. Okay, that's what this is all about, and it's taken by mouth, 2 capsules at night to start. As she starts to feel better, you can take 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. 2 at night is generally all people need. Every once in a great while, a 3rd one. But this is a magnesium deficiency that causes this. Nothing more, nothing less. It is probably the easiest thing in the world to fix. And in fact, Bob, you ought to be taking them also, because chances are you are magnesium deficient as well. And it'll help you rest. You take them at bedtime, it'll knock you out.